Hello everyone, I wanted to give you a tour of my camper van. This is a 2018 Ford medium roof and it's not the extended length, therefore I can park in this space comfortably. I put these wind visor, I think is what it's called, up here. That way if I'm cracked a window, you can't see that the windows are slightly ajar, and I think it just makes it look a little nicer. It seats two, so you can come up here. My van is called the Dumpling, and I have a little dumpling here for her. And you can see windows are ajar, but you can't tell. I have some jackets up here, and I'm debating putting a little netting over here just so they don't fall out, but most of the time you stuff them pretty good and they don't move out. Nothing too much to explain out here. I wanted to look simple and not draw too much attention. Now let's take a look at the inside. So you'll notice right away the kitchen. No, explain that one by one. I think when I was looking to build the van with Lewis, my boyfriend, we were trying to decide how to maximize the space, and I thought it would make most sense to have the sink in the middle because generally that looks nice. The fridge makes a little bit of noise, but it's very low decibel. You probably can't hear it much. I just didn't want the fridge right next to the bed. I kind of wanted the bedroom to be a place of quiet and peace. So the fridge was determined to be on the right side. Therefore, that only leaves space for the toilet here. We'll start with that. I just turned the fridge on so the temperature is being lowered. It's a Bodega fridge freezer, 12 volts, 2.3 cubic feet. And it's got enough space for some miscellaneous this and that, enough for one or two people, and little space here on the bottom, and it's got some space for freezer up top, and it works very well. I'm very happy with it. It's given me no issues. I use it most of the time, but sometimes if I'm away for weekends or extended amount of time, I turn the fridge off. These nuts we carry for a long ways, they need to go. Over here it's just like personal stuff that doesn't really fit anywhere else. I just kind of stuff them in here. This is a 2 stovetop burner combo, and it works really well. You just turn on like you would with a regular stove. I don't have the valve open right now where the propane is, so I won't show you, but I'll show you the propane in a second. Over here is just food pantry. Basically, these are held on with really strong magnets, therefore you have to use some force to open them. I like this section. It just keeps everything organized. These baskets, I look for baskets for a long time that will fit this very nicely and not wasting a lot of space, and I think it's done very well. The jet boils are here because sometimes in the morning I make coffee or oatmeal, and it's just nice to use a jet boil without turning on the stove. Up here I just stuff like towels or bags. And here is where I have the power banks. This is a really simple system. It's not connected to my car, so it doesn't charge when I'm driving. It's purely based on solar. So I did the math on, this is the EcoFlow, and it works really well. It's able to power the fridge very nicely, and the battery doesn't run out, so I've been very happy with that. Sometimes in the winter, or if it rains for a few days, the battery does die because the fridge does draw a lot of power when it's running. But the fridge is generally on a cycle, so it would draw power when it's cycling, and when it's reached the temperature, it will stop until it runs again. So I've been very happy with this power bank. This is one that I just got to replace because I have this kind of input. Previously it was like the Rock Pal, but they're out of business, and I found this Flash Fish, which takes the same solar input, so I just basically replaced that one with this one. A couple books here just for fun, and hopefully I get to do a little more reading as I should. Here is the sink, and I should have done the dishes, but it's not everything done. I have a fork and a spoon that needs to be washed. But yeah, when you turn, this is a retractable hose, and when you turn the water on, it uses a pump, and then the water is drawn from down here. That's the clean water tank. It's just fresh water that's in this tank, and then it pumps it up and around, and then it goes down into this gray water tank. And when that's full, I empty it at a park bathroom, just so that you're not dumping water everywhere. And it's the right thing to do is to make sure you dispose water properly. And back here is where I have a propane tank. I won't open it because there's a locker, but there's a hole that's on the bottom of the van that goes inside the propane tank. And then it's a 5-pound, but it's lasted me a long time. I don't cook that much in here, but when I do, it's nice to have that option. And then of course there's a gas alarm, which uses 12 volts in case there's any detection of gas. But I only turn it on, the valve, when I'm going to cook, and when I'm not using it, I turn it off, make sure there's enough airflow. Everybody asks where about the toilet. The toilet is here. You can look into it. It's a Trilino, and I believe this is the small because it's the one that would fit in here. Just a couple of like brush and vinegar and water spray. In here it's just like, I don't know, kitchen stuff, pepper spray, toothbrush, piece of hair, personal stuff in here. All my clothes are in here, and in here, and here. You know what clothes look like. You definitely need a place for laundry, so all the dirty laundry goes down there, and when I need it, I just grab it out into the bag. My shoes are in here. You can fit maybe 2 pairs of shoes and probably 2 more pairs of sandals, 2 pairs of sandals, so 4 total. And when I come in the van, I just throw shoes in here. The bed is a full size, and it sleeps 2, and it's Casper mattress, which I love. And we got this. It's actually a knee pad, and we cut a little hole. You can see it's made of foam. That way I can put it up here when I'm sleeping, and blocks out all the light, so that's nice. There's a reading light here, you can turn on or off. Another light here that's not connected to power, and then this is for laundry, so that if I need to dry anything, I just pull it out, connect it to the other side, and there you can hang clothes. A little nice feature I like is that here I can open up this drop leaf if I pull the chairs forward, and then that extends to a very long space, counter space for cooking or for anything. I have my stool, yoga mat, and just another floor mat there. And these lights are just turn on and off using a remote control. They're not attached to anything. It's just held by magnets, and so you can switch them over whenever you wanted to. This is not done up top because I'm 5'9", and if it was to be enclosed with wood, my head would hit the ceiling. So this offers a little more flexibility, forgiveness on space. I could show you the back, but there's not that much to see besides storage, and my phone is telling me my storage is running low. Let's see if we're gonna make it. Oh, here we go. Here's the storage. There's really nothing to it. it's just storage. Over here, I built a little shelf from IKEA in case I needed to use my phone after sleep. I don't have to reach over and try to put my phone on the counter. There's another water tank here that's extra in case it's needed, just as a backup. That's it.